This is a little astrology lesson. How many times have you heard someone say, "Oh, I'm an Aries, and I am, and I don't get along with Scorpios." When people are talking about that in astrology. You're talking about when you say that you're an Aries or a Pisces. We're talking about your sun sign, and that means your sun. In this case, that we're looking at this chart here, your sun is in the constellation, goes over the constellation of Taurus. So this person's a Taurus, but the way you show up in the world is the sun sign shows what your sun is how you experience the world. So you experience the world as a Taurus here, but the way people see you here is from your rising sign. That means the sign, the constellation, this one in this case Aries, was coming up over the eastern horizon at the time of your birth. So you are this person here is a Aries rising. So people experience you by your rising sign. That's how you appear to people. So you may be a Taurus sun, but you are an Aries rising. So people experience an Aries when you show up around them. And you experience the world from your sun sign. You experience the world as your sun sign, as a Taurus. And in this chart here, you can see that the moon here is in Virgo. So you have the mind. When the moon sign reflects your mind, moon sign is the character of your mind. It's how you think, and so your mind is, you have the mind of a Virgo. You experience the world as a Taurus, and people experience you as your rising sign, as an Aries. So really quick though, when you look at a chart is really just, if this was the ground and this is you here, and you're standing on the ground the day you were born, if where you're standing or wherever you're at, if you look straight to the east, right here, you would there'd be a constellation coming up over the horizon. In this case, it's Aries. So the constellation Aries is coming up over the horizon, and in this case too, it would be around 8 o'clock in the morning here. See, the sun over here on the horizon would be around 6 a.m. and so 7, 8. So it'd be around 8 a.m. The sun was at that point in the sky, and at 8 a.m. in the morning. At 12 p.m. the sun would be right over your head, right over here, if that was the case. So in the case of this one, the sun was this is 8 in the morning, because the sun is at that trajectory. If this was the sun moving, how would we experience this here? There we go. The sun goes around the earth. So the sun rises in the east, and it gets to around 12 p.m. Then the sun comes down around 6 p.m. and it goes down over the horizon, the western horizon, and it comes down underneath the earth. And then, as we know, 12, this would be 12 a.m. here, and you would see it like that. The same thing with the moon. The moon also goes around the earth too, and it, in this case, when this person was born, they are the moon's here, and now you see here I just moved the sun. The sun is this would be at 12. This would be at midnight because the sun's down here at midnight. So that's how you would look at a birth chart in the physicality of it. But people experience you as your rising sign, and you experience the world as your sun sign. So in this case, you would experience the world as a Capricorn, and you have the mind of a Virgo. And that's our quick little astrology lesson.